for all my life, my family would say, you're so hyper, you talk all the time, you don't sit still. Everywhere, everything that I've done in ministry, as a nurse, everything that I've ever done, people would say that you talk too much, you talk too fast. If they was talking about a cow, I would start talking about a car. If they was talking about a horse, I would start talking about something else. When we would be at Mrs. Moore house in Ardmore, Pennsylvania, we were supposed to be making phone calls. I would be playing with Paige. I would never been able to focus. I would sit down and try to start to do something. It was never work ethic with me. I knew that there was something that God called me to do. I knew that he called me to speak. I knew that he called me to ministry. I knew that he called me to help people, but I never could do it. I don't know who this is for, and I know it's somebody on this call, and I know it's people that's out there that need to hear this, and I know that people are embarrassed because for a long time, I thought something was wrong with me. What is wrong with me? Why can I not ever build a team? Why is it that I'm hitting all these different levels, but I don't see it in my pay? Why is it that I can sell and I can recruit, but nobody stays? Why is it that I sit down, I'm supposed to write a book, but the book never gets done? Why is it that I'm on a call, but I can't even sit down to even look and stay on the call? I can't even write the notes. I can't do anything. And so I had no intention of starting a business when I saw Mrs. Bora on here. I didn't even want to call her. Because I said, if I call her, I know I'm gonna get involved with whatever they're doing. And I said, I'm gonna see if it helps my mom. And I kept saying it. If it helps my mom, and sure enough, the Liberty and the Freedom Patch helped my mom knee. And I knew God was gonna call me to do what I was supposed to do. I traveled to Europe to do some things, and they asked me to go to Boston, and God said, no, you can't go. And I was like, well, why I can't go? And God was calling me back here, calling me back to my mentor, my coach, my friend. He was calling me back to where I needed to be, where I started to finish what I needed to finish. And I don't know who need to hear this, but you need to understand that this is bigger than you. This super patch right here has nothing to do with the patches. And it has everything to do with somebody else's life. Your obedience is connected to somebody's prosperity, to somebody's healing, to somebody's deliverance. It is connected. If you do not make the next decision to say yes, you're stopping somebody's growth. You're stopping their generational wealth for their children. So it's not about you. And I said, I'm going to try this focus patch. When I tried this focus patch, I sat down one day and I was on a live. And I stayed on the whole live. I've never been able to sit in a chair. And I'm 53. I've never been able to sit in a chair. And I know some people are embarrassed about that. I know people online. I know people out there right now. And I know somebody thinks they're embarrassed, but it's not embarrassing. You need to understand you need this focus patch and you need this peace patch and you need this Zen. And you don't need to be embarrassed. And you need to talk about it and you need to share it. Because not only is it you, but it's children that's out there. Because I recently identified and I said, you know what? My daughter acts just like me. And I just said it to Candace the other day. So this patch right here has saved my life. This patch is making sure that what God told me about the generational wealth for my family is going to happen. The books that's going to be written for my family, for my children's children, is going to happen because I am connected to Mrs. Mora. I am connected to Dr. Dunn. I'm connected to this family right here. This is a family. This is not an organization. I'm connected to them. So your wealth, your prosperity, your healing, your deliverance is connected to the yes. So you better be careful. You better think twice before you just say, oh no, I don't have time for that. Because your obedience, God is calling you higher. Whoever's listening to this, he's calling you higher. Whenever she's telling you to do the videos, do the calls, go out in the street. And I know more people than what I've been doing. I know I haven't been on the phone talking to people. I'm a nurse. I know I haven't been calling the doctors like I'm supposed to. So we have to check ourselves. I don't know who this is for. I'm going to calm down. But I just needed to share that this focus patch has saved my life. I'm able to sit still. I never would have been able to sit here on no Zoom for this long. I would have been out of the chair. I would have been gone. I would enroll people. I don't call the people back that I enroll. I hit ranks with tons of people and don't even mentor the people. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but you need to get this focus patch and you need to get this peace patch. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed to talk about what I need. I needed this for my brain. I needed this. Some people had different brain setups. There's nothing wrong with you. Your brain is just different. Yes, I might have been hyper. Yes, I have the energy. But if just like it says on the video, a person with fire, if it doesn't have direction, it will burn everything down. So you have to have direction. You have to have direction. So thank you, Mrs. Moore. Wow. Thank you for your yes. Thank you, Mr. Paul. Thank you for your yes.
Wow. Thank you so much. Y'all light the chat up for Tracy.